Imagine this. You're sitting in a conference room waiting for a meeting with your boss to start. Your manager rolls in with one of their peers from another department, and you're thinking, that's weird. But smile and share pleasantries as you're wondering, what's going on here? Then the ball finally drops. They offer you a new job. You're well thought of, they know you don't know anything about this other department, but they like your leadership skills, and the company wants to invest in your future. What a great position to be in. Now put yourself in that conference room and answer these questions. Would you take the job in the other department if it was a lateral move? How about if it was a promotion? What if it required relocation? Would you be interested if you knew the department was a hot mess and they're relying on you to fix it? Or would you be more interested in the department if it was running smoothly and just need a little tweak here and there? How about money? Would you take it for the same rate of pay? What about a big fat raise? There's no right or wrong answers here, and your answers will give you a bit of insight into your comfort level when it comes to taking risks. I'm betting your answers fell into one of 4 categories. There's the absolutely, I will take it, I love all new things, and I'm all in. There's that person. Then there's, I'm going to take the chance as long as the upside for me is really and immediately obvious. Then we have the, I'll take the chance knowing that there may be some upside potential down the road. And then the absolutely not, I'm happy right where I am, thank you very much, don't talk to me anymore. So which one were you? Leaders take calculated risks every day as they move their companies forward, develop their teams, make commitments to their clients, and collaborate with their business partners and stakeholders. And your natural risk tolerance levels are going to have a direct and significant impact on how you're perceived as a leader. So it's important to understand where your tendencies lie and spend some time reflecting on where you want them to be. For the absolutely I'll take it leader, they may be perfectly happy with that. Or they may have overcommitted a little too soon in the past and want to learn how to dial it back. For the I'll take the chance, knowing there may be some upside down the road, they may have gotten burned a few times and the upside never came. And they want to be a little more certain before they take that next leap of faith. These tendencies don't only apply to career moves, they filter into your everyday work. So when there's an opportunity to take on a new profile project, what conditions need to be present for you to say yes? How about if you have to make a go, no-go decision on a product launch? How perfect does it have to be? And when you're hiring for a leadership role on your team, how close to ideal does that candidate need to fit? Each decision we make goes through a risk tolerance filter as part of the process. Some do it consciously, others are a little more subconscious decisions, but all roads lead back to our ability and willingness to take risk. One isn't better than the other, they're all deeply personal, and they can vary by situation. So each has their benefits and drawbacks, and it's important to know your trade-offs you're making based on your risk tolerance levels. So the concept of no risk, no reward certainly rings true in business. And we also know if you take too many risks, you may find yourself out the door looking for a new job. So how do you strike a balance and make sure you're taking the right risks at the right time? So you need to make your decisions with the best information available. We all know that data is never perfect, so you've got to go with what you have. If you wait for perfection, you'll never take the risk. Realize that making no decision is making a decision to do nothing. Figure out the worst case scenario. If you're comfortable with that, rock on. If you're not, slow down and look for some other options. Make sure you're clear-headed and that your advisors have the right interests in mind, not their own self-interests. And know your tipping point. When things go terribly off track, you'll need to know when you're willing to walk away before the situation actually happens. At some point, you're going to have to stop throwing good money after bad. And you don't have to go all in with everything. Hedge your bets by taking incremental steps to achieve those goals. And I would recommend being a short-term pessimist and a long-term optimist. Realize the majority of risk you take will work out perfectly fine, but assume everything is going to go wrong and make a plan on how to get around that. Mitigating those risks is a huge factor for successful outcomes. Make room to learn and recover from mistakes. No one expects you to be perfect, but it's how you recover from those mistakes that make all the difference. Always under-promise and over-deliver, and allow room to learn. So don't let your mistakes define you, just use them as a learning opportunity. A big part of accelerating your career is taking risks that are appropriate for the situation. And you have to balance your natural tendencies for what the situation calls for. So using this risk acceptance ideas will really help you make the best decisions for you and your company every time. As always, I'm here to help, and you know where to find me. See you next time.